this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. And another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Today, I am going to be joined by a whole bunch of different people. I am firstly going to be joined by Liebe. Of course, I'm going to be joined by Liebe, as I always am. But I'm not only going to be joined by Liebe, I am also going to be joined by Longbow. Good morning, Longbow. And finally, I am also going to be joined by Squishy. And I heard you drop down behind me on the balcony. Unlike most ducks, Squishy isn't the best of flyers, are you, Squishy? More of a fooler rather than a fire. That's right, isn't it? Anyway, it is morning, which means it is going to be time for my breakfast. So today, for breakfast, I am, of course, going to have a cake, because I have a cake for breakfast every single morning. Nom 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 nom. Ah, lovely. You'd think I'd be getting bored of cake, but nope, far from it. Every cake I eat just makes me love cake even more than I did before. Right, we don't want to waste too much time here, though, because we are going to be going to the Funland today to start playing my brand new game. But of course, I cannot forget about going to my love garden to add someone to it. And, oh, looks like someone's left some pumpkin pie on the floor. I might be tempted to eat the pie, but I have just had a whole big cake, so maybe I'll save that in my pocket and we can have it a little bit later on. Anyway, to the love garden today, I am adding Eliza's knee, and that is because they sent me this picture of some Stampy cat shoes that they got for their birthday, and they're completely unique, handmade Stampy cat shoes, and I think they look really, really cool. If I had a pair, I would definitely wear them. So I wanted to say thank you very much for sending me the picture, and welcome to my love garden. It's nice to see everyone dancing behind me as I'm adding someone to my love garden for a change. Well, tell you what, seeing as me and Lee normally have a race to the doghouse, but there's 4 of us today, how about we have a 4-way race to the doghouse? So we're all going to run there. First one to get inside the doghouse is going to pick which dog we choose, but not yet. We can all start. This can be the starting line from the bottom of the stairs, and you need to start off by running through the heart, and then the first one to get into the doghouse is the winner, and you can run whichever route you want. Right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. Right, straight through the heart. Yep, there we go. Not too bad. I'm going to go and run down this route, because then hopefully I won't have anyone getting in my way. I can hear people opening and closing doors as I ran straight into a post. Right, let's see who's going to get there first. Oh no, I ran into a fence as well, and then ran into a door. Oh no, I think I just saw Longbow going in, but was he the first to get in? Oh, it looks like Lee was already in. Right. You got to be honest now. Whoever was the winner, run up and stand in front of my face, and we can see who was the winner of the race to the doghouse. It was Liebe. Of course, it's Liebe, the trained veteran at running to the doghouse. He is very speedy. Right then, Lee. That means you are going to get to choose which dog is going to be joining us in today's episode. So pick who you want to have with us. We're going to have Duncan, which means we're going to have the Duncan and Mittens combo. Right. Where is Duncan then? Duncan boy, where are you? Why aren't the dogs looking at me? Here you are, Duncan. You can come and join us. So Duncan and Mittens can be the spectators as we play the Investigator game. And this is a game, I'm actually really proud of this game. I think it looks really cool. And you saw it in the last 2 episodes if you saw them. Hello, Mittens. And yeah, you saw the big alligator. I have now finished the back of the alligator, and I've decorated the area to make it look more swampy. I basically decorated it so it looks more like a proper swamp. And I've done all of the redstone now, so it now works properly. And I think it's going to be pretty good fun. But we have not played it once. We have not even tested it to see how well it works. So hopefully it's going to go well in the episode, and we're going to have a good fun tournament. But it's kind of more exciting this way. It's kind of more fun when we have no idea how the game is going to be. So you're all going to experience the world's first ever game of Investigator in my lovely world ever. So first thing we need to do is get there, and it's getting a longer and longer trek running to these mini games as my Funland gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, it's getting a lot harder to get to them. Maybe I need to extend the tree train or come up with some other way to get around the place quick. But it is kind of nice just running through and seeing all of the other games that I've built in the past before. But if we just run straight through here, we're going to go and get straight to the Investigator game. And if I climb up here, we might get a good view from high up at what the alligator looks like. It's so ridiculous. And you can also see I've put bone meal like everywhere just to make it so we got all this tall grass to make it look more swampy. I've also added in a few trees as well, and if we go around to the back here, you can see that there's a back to the Investigator now, and a back to the alligator. So it's kind of as if its head is just poking out from the water, and that is just to cover up all of the redstone that's on the inside. And so you can also see now that if I go over to these levers and I pull them, it's going to switch around the teeth. So say if I pull this one here, I think it should be the front bottom tooth will go down. Ta-da! Then if I do this one here, it will be the one to the right of it. And then if I do this one here, if you excuse me 1 second, Duncan, it will do the one to the left of it. Ta-da! You see? So this is basically all of the bottom row. You can see I can switch them up and down. And then this is all of the top row. So if I do this one here, it'll be the one at the back left at the top. So it's kind of just in the same order that the teeth are. So this is how all of the teeth get switched around. So I am going to very quickly show you how the redstone works, just in case you did want to try and build this game yourself. So it's basically just big trails of redstone from the pistons to the levers. So you can see I kind of had to stagger the redstone a bit. That's to make it so it didn't all mix together. And I fell down a little pit here. Yeah, that's to make it so it didn't all mix together. So when you pull lever, like one lever, all of the teeth don't go up and down. And I also dug these trenches just so that the redstone wouldn't mix. I could have also used repeaters, but that would mean using a whole load more redstone and normal stone as well. So I decided just to dig these little pits was pretty easy to do. And then on this side, you can kind of see how it all links up. So there's just trails of torches leading up here, and this goes to the redstone that we built in the last episode, which is here inside the top. So this is the top row of teeth. And then if I go down here and go around the other side, you can see the bottom row of teeth. And I'll show you that quickly, just in case you did want to kind of copy it and build it for yourself. So it looks probably a little bit more complicated than it is, but basically all it is to do is to make it so when you pull a lever, the tooth is going to go up or down. And so yeah, that's how the game looks and how it works. So now we can just go and do the fun bit and actually play the game. So the way it works, I didn't really have time to do it in the last episode, is we have these item frames here. So whenever you switch a tooth, you mark in the item frame by putting down a coloured piece of wool, and then when the other person goes up to guess, they're just going to place wool at the point where they think the lever was switched to try and mark which tooth has moved. Does that make sense? Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Hopefully it will make more sense in the video. And what's going on over here? Looks like you're having a party without me. I want to join in. I want to join in with the party. Woo! Duncan, you can join in as well. Woo! This is fun. Let's forget playing the game. Let's just do this the entire episode. Only joking, only joking. It's time to begin. Let's go for round number 1. Right, should we do, let's do me against you, Squishy. Let's go, and we can have the first game, and then the winner out of our game is going to go up against the winner out of Longbow and Lee. So, would you like to switch the teeth first, or would you like to be the investigator? Right, looks like Squishy wants to switch the teeth. So inside of here, I have some red wool, which you can use to mark which ones have been switched. So you're allowed to switch 5 of the teeth, Squishy. So there's the wool there, and you can start off, if you want, by switching the teeth around randomly. So just some are up and some are down, and then basically I need to go into the little room, and then you can go and switch them around again. It's kind of hard to see Mittens and Duncan here because they're in all of the tall grass. So Squishy, do you want to mix them around randomly? So for starters, so basically they're going to be some up, some down. I go inside the little office and I can't see. She then switches 5 of them, and I need to investigate to work out which 5 have been switched. So let me have a little look at how it is now. So the top one in the middle is up, the one to the left of it is down, the one to the up and right of it is down, and then those 3 on the right are down as well. Okay, I think I got a pretty good idea. So now I'm going to go and run inside of the investigator office. So Squishy, you need to switch 5 levers, and remember to mark in the item frame with the piece of red wool which ones you have switched around. And then once you've finished switching all 5 of them, then I can go outside and I need to try and work out which ones have been switched. So I need to go and grab 5 pieces of red wool, which I'm going to use to mark. And then we're going to switch around, so I'm going to be doing what Squishy's doing now, and we're basically going to see who's the better investigator, and worked out which teeth have been switched. So I guess all I need to do now is wait, and I can go and sit down on this little chair. There are windows, but they are very high up. I don't think I could actually jump up and see anything. Nope, I can just about see an eye, so no cheating allowed when you're inside of the investigator office. It's kind of a case of waiting. And oh, it looks like the waiting is over. Squishy has come to get me, and now I need to do my investigating. So, ooh. That bottom middle one, that one was... I remember trying to remember it, but I can't remember if I was saying it's up or down. I think it was up before, wasn't it? Let me go and say that it's down now. So it should be, I think this one, I think has been switched. And then I think the one down and to the left, I think that one was down before. So I'm going to say that one. I know that one was like that. And aha! Those 2 on the right there, I think that they used to be down. So I'm going to guess that it's this one and this one, and then I have one more to guess. I think that one up there to the right, I think that one used to be down as well. And so which one's that one? So that's top row, so it means it's going to be one of these levers, and I think it's going to be this one here. Right, these are my 5 predictions. So now if I go around to the other side, I can see how many I actually got right. So, oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it absolutely perfectly. What are the chances of that? I'm kind of proud of myself. So there we go. I got 5 out of 5, which means Squishy needs to have a perfect round to just draw with me. So it's a lot of pressure on Squishy now. And Mittens, you can go and sit down here next to Duncan. Sit down, Mittens. There we go. Right, so now I need to go and gather up all of this wool and reset the item frames. And then we're going to do the same, but in reverse. I am rather proud of myself there. I'm not normally very good at these memory games, so I'm quite proud that I was able to get it perfectly. I think just getting 2 or 3 would be something to be happy about, and the fact I got all of them is very good. So let's go and put down all of these item frames again, so I can use them in a minute. And is there one more item frame? Am I missing one? I think down the end here. No, they all seem to be in place. I just somehow managed to get a spare one. Oh no, there's this one here I need to put down. Right then, so I'm gonna, for starters, go and just switch around a whole load of these randomly, just to make it so some are up and some are down. And yeah, so Squishy can have a little bit of time just to have a look at this and try and remember which ones are up and which ones are down. So I give her about the same amount of time that I had just to look at them. And Lee Bear, I'm gonna put you in charge of guarding the game, okay? Seeing as you're up there on top of the alligator, you can look around and make sure no googlies try and invade us, because we are going to keep on playing through the night. Right then, Squishy, you've now had a chance to look at all of the teeth and see which ones are up and which ones are down. You now need to go and head inside of the investigator office, and I'm going to go and switch them around a little bit. So I want to try and be as sneaky as I can here and try and do ones that she wouldn't realize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one and this one here like this, and then I just need to mark them down here. I'm then going to go and do, I might go and do this one and this one here, and then I'm allowed to do one more as well. Let's go and do this one down here, I think, as well. So there's my 5 guesses that I've done. That is fine. Let me just double check I did do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, absolutely perfect. So, Squishy, you now need 5 pieces of red wool. There's 4 for you here, so as long as you got 1, then that should be okay. And yeah, now you need to come down. You're not allowed to look at the item frames. You just need to place down the blocks and mark which ones you think have been switched around. I didn't realize that I made like the entire top row of teeth switched up like that. I don't know whether that's making it easier or harder for Squishy to guess. I guess it might make it harder because she might know that they're all up now, but she won't know which ones used to be down. And she seems to be struggling a little bit. She's trying to work out exactly which ones are which. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to work out which lever does which tooth as well, which is part of the challenge. And then of course remembering which one has been switched round. But I'm gonna have to hurry you now, Squishy. I'm gonna have to hurry you. You need to go and make your guesses. Okay, she's guessed one down there and one there as well. And remember, she needs to get it perfectly. She needs to get 5 out of 5 in order to have a chance of at least a drawing with me. There's no way she can win, but if we do have a tiebreaker, then we will do a flip of a coin or something to guess. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are her 5 guesses. Let's see how well she did. So she got 1, 2. She got 2 out of 5. It started so promisingly. She got the first 2 right, but sadly she got these ones over here wrong. So I guess I did a good job of being tricky and switching around tricky teeth, but sadly Squishy wasn't able to guess the right ones, which means I am going to be going into the final against either Lee or Longbow. So what we're going to do now is have Lee go up against Longbow just to see who it is I'm going to be going up against a little bit later on. So I think that me and Squishy can take over charge of a googly patrol for now. Right, so let's go and put down all of these item frames here. And right, who wants to be switching the teeth first? Whoever wants to do it first can run forward. It looks like neither of them want to do it first. One of you has to. You're both going to do it anyway. There we go. Good boy, Lee Bear. You can come and do it first. So first things first, you can switch around all of the levers randomly, no matter how much you want. And Longbow, you're allowed to watch this, and you need to try and remember which teeth are up and which teeth are down. And I'm going to throw you your 5 pieces of wool that you need. Actually, I'll just throw you all of these. But remember, you're only allowed to switch 5. And yeah, Longbow, you need to try and look carefully at which teeth are up and which are down. And remember, the row further forward is for the bottom teeth, and the row further back is for the top row of teeth. So it looks like they're all jumbled up. Longbow, you have a little bit of time to remember how they are, and then you need to run inside of the investigator office and stay there while Lee Bear goes and switches around around some of the teeth, and then you need to come out and be the investigator and try and work out which are which. So there we go. Longbow's having one last look. You can see the way how he's walking backwards so he can keep checking as he makes his way to the office. Now, you need to stay in there and no peeking, no trying to look out that window. I saw you, Longbow. Only joking. I know he wouldn't cheat. Right then, Lee. You now need to switch 5 levers only, and remember, when you switch them, you can go and mark them on the item frames as well by putting down a red block. So yeah, it's kind of easier doing it from that way, just to make sure you place the block in the right place. It looks like he's switched this one. I don't want to say anything that would give any clues away to Longbow as which one he's switching. I just pretend I'm just sounding really interested. Oh, how interesting. Oh, I wouldn't thought about switching that one. Oh, very, very sneaky tactically there. Very sneaky. Right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that is all 5 done. So Longbow, you can go and come out now, and Lee Bear, if you go and throw 5 pieces of wool to Longbow, Longbow now needs to guess which teeth have been switched around. And careful, Longbow, you're not allowed past this line. You're not allowed to see any of these item frames. Stay back by where the levers are. And then, yeah, once you've got the red wool, you just place them down here just to mark which ones you think have been switched. We've been very quick. It is actually quite a good idea to make your guesses very quick because then you have less time to forget which ones you think have been switched around. I'm not going to go and give anything away though as to how well I think he's doing. And then again, I have no idea how well I think he's doing because I can't really remember myself. So that's 4 down. You have 1 more guess, Longbow. 1 more guess, and we can see how well you did. Right, there we go. There's the 5 guesses. Let's see how many points you got. And oh no! You were so close! You were so close! These were just almost the right ones, but sadly not. And oh no! That was none! He wasn't able to get any of them. This doesn't mean, though, Longbow, that you have lost. Do not worry yet, because Lee has his go, and if he doesn't get any either, then you still do have a chance. But things are looking quite promising for Lee Bear now. So let's go and put all of these down here. I can go and basically get rid of all of the red wool. And Longbow, you can go now and switch them all around. So then they're in a random order, ready for Lee Bear's go. So let's go and put this item frame down here. Get rid of this grass. Here's some red wool for you as well, Longbow. I don't know how much you have. And so it looks like there's a very good chance Lee is going to go through, but who knows? Who knows yet? This is a very unpredictable game. So Longbow switched them around randomly. You now have a little bit of time, Lee, to try and remember which teeth are up and which teeth are down. So yeah, there's no easy way to remember. And stop switching them, Longbow. This is Lee Bear's chance to try and remember which are up and which are down. I don't know whether Longbow maybe got confused as to whether he was doing the bottom row of teeth or the top row, because they were almost exactly right, but just the wrong side of the teeth, either top or bottom row. So maybe that's what happened there. So let's see whether Lee Bear makes the same mistake. I think this is probably just about enough time, Lee Bear. You've looked at the teeth, should be about fair. So you now need to go and head inside of the investigator office and try and remember as good as you can. He doesn't seem very confident. He didn't look very confident as he walked in. So Longbow, you need to now do the same as everyone else has done. You need to switch around the levers and make sure whenever you switch them, you mark the one that you switched with the red wool as well. Make sure you definitely get that right, otherwise it's going to be very difficult. And Squishy, are you trying to prove to me that you can fly and you tried to fly up onto the top of this tree here? I'm sorry for insulting your flying skills earlier. You are a very good flyer. I'm sorry. There, see, look at that. Beautiful flight. More of a, as I said, more of a plummet than a flight, but you still did it very elegantly, and thank you for my for my flower as well. All right then, let's see how well Longbow's doing down here. He's oh, okay, I think he's marked them with dirt for some reason, but I guess he didn't have any wool, but it doesn't really make any difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's them all switched now, Lee Bear. You can come out of the office and you can be the investigator and try and work out which are which. So don't go too far forward. You've got to make sure you can't see anything from the item frames. You do kind of need to move back to the side, left and right, just so you can see all of the teeth. And then yeah, just place down the blocks to mark which ones you think are the ones that have been switched. He seems to be doing some very intent thinking. Longbow went very, very quickly, and I think Lee Bear is trying to do a different strategy and is deciding to take his time as he's making the guesses. And remember, he only needs to get one right in order to beat Longbow. But yeah, it's not definite that he is going to win. We're going to go and see in just 1 second though. So there we go. Here are all 5 of his guesses, and oh no, oh did he? Oh, he did. Lee Bear got one correct. Only one, though. That was incredibly close. I almost thought there that it was going to be a draw, but it looks like Lee Bear just about was able to scrape through into the finals, which means he's going to be going up against me to see who the Investigator Grand Champion is going to be. So let's now go and reset all of these item frames, and we can go into the Grand Finals, which is going to be me against Lee, and we're going to decide who is going to be the winner then. Right then, oh, I think, did you pick up my item frame then? Or, oh yeah, do you want to go and place down the item frame, Squishy? And then we're ready for the final go. So, Lee Bear, do you want to do the teeth first, or do you want to be the Investigator first? What would you prefer to do? Do you want to do the... Okay, Lee Bear wants to be the Investigator first, which means I am going to be the ones switching them all around. So first, I'm going to go and switch them around randomly a little bit. Just so they're in a different pattern from what they were before. I think I'm going to go and do one here as well, just to shake things up a bit. Right then, Lee Bear, you now have a few seconds to look at the teeth and try and remember the order that they're in, which ones are up and which ones are down. And then I'm going to send you into the office, and you need to do your best job to remember which position they are in now. And then when you come out, you need to work out which ones have been switched around. So I'm going to give you 5 more seconds, Lee Bear. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, he doesn't even need it. He doesn't need the extra time. He's looking a lot more confident this time. Right then, let's go and switch them round, shall we? So I've got 5 pieces of wool, which I'm allowed to use. And let's try and switch them around a little bit, shall we? Let's go for, I might go and switch this one and this one, I think. Let's make sure I mark the right ones. It was that one and that one. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to switch. If I switch those 2 around... I think that might be quite sneaky. He might not realize that. So that one should be, I think, this one, and then the one over here as well. Yeah, so I need to switch that one, and then this one here as well. I need to go and switch that one so it's like that. And then I have one more, which I'm able to do, and I might do this one back down here. I might go and switch this one, and then there we go. Let's see whether he's going to be able to guess these. So there we go, Lee Bear. I have done my 5 switches. You need to now be the Investigator and work out which ones I have switched. So yep, he's got his red wool ready. He just needs to go and place it down and see which ones I have switched. So he's been very quick. I guess he was confident going into this final. He's placing them down very fast. He's got 2 more guesses left to go. And we slow down a little bit? I think he was very confident about those first 2, but now he's not sure which ones out of these have been switched. Okay, looks like he's placed one down there. He's got one last guess to make, and he put it down there. Right, let's see how well Lee Bear did. Oh, no points for these 2. No points for that one either. But these 2... The first 2 he placed down were definitely correct, which means that is 2 points for Lee Bear. Certainly not a bad score whatsoever. He did seem to be very confident about these first 2 that he placed down, but he sadly wasn't as sure about the other ones. So now we need to switch around for the final round, where I am going to be the Investigator, and I need to try and beat 2, which sounds easy, but yeah, as we've seen from some of the past rounds, it really is not. So yeah, I got some red wool on me ready. I only need 5 pieces, so there's another 2 pieces for you, Lee Bear, in case you need them. So yeah, once again, we're going to start off. You can switch these levers around as much as you want, just to make a random starting position. And yeah, then I'm going to go and see whether I can work out which ones have been switched. So let me go and take out this creeper. Oh, what a shot! Took him out in one. Right, have you finished switching them round, Lee Bear? Yep, I think he has. So now this is the important part. This is where I need to try and remember which ones have been switched. So there's the 2 on the top row on the right, and then the 2 in the bottom row on the left. And then that back one there on the right is down as well. And I think the one back on the back right down there is switched as well. Okay, I think I got a chance of remembering this. I'm going to go into my office now, Lee Bear, and as quick as you can, go and switch around 5 of them, and then make sure you mark the position with the red wool. And look at this! It looked like a cake has magically appeared inside of here. I think that was probably Lee Bear in his last round, just putting cake down around for us all to be able to eat. And this is the boring part. This is the boring part of the game. I guess I should be trying to picture in my head what the crocodile's mouth looked and where all of the teeth were, just to try and remember it. But to be honest, I'm just too distracted with the cake. And oh, looks like Lee Bear was very quick anyway. Right, this is what it's all come... Are you going to let me out, Lee Bear? This is what it's all come down to. Am I going to be able to remember? Right. I'm pretty sure that that one was down there. So that one's bottom row, third in, which should be this one here. I'm pretty sure that one switched. So I think those were both down there. And then I think that one has switched. So that's the third in on the top row, which is this one here. Right, now I need to work out the others. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, I think one of those was down. I think that one might have been down. So that's top row, second in. I think maybe this one, possibly. So I think those two were down. And then, yeah, that one I've already marked. Then I guess one of these must have been lifted up, which I'm guessing is maybe this one. I think maybe that one switched and that one maybe? That's what my guess is anyway. Let's go and see how well I did. So, there we go. I managed to get 2 right here. So I'm already drawing with Lee. And yes, I was able to get one of these right down here, which means I got 3. So I only just was able to win. Oh, that was amazing. I can't believe I was able to win by just 1 point. This is probably one of the closest tournaments that we have had so far. But don't feel sad, Lee. It doesn't matter. Don't feel sad. It's only a game. Tell you what, I'll give you a prize anyway. Seems I don't want a prize. I'll give you this lovely tasty pumpkin pie, which I randomly found on the floor earlier. But don't worry, I'm sure it's tasty. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's not dirty or anything. I don't know who made it, but yeah, there you go. You can eat that and then you can feel all happy again and not worry about the fact that you weren't able to win the game. But Lee Bear, what are you doing? Have you fallen asleep? I think he has. I think Lee Bear's just randomly fallen asleep. Well, this was a rather tiring game, I suppose. So you can have a well-earned rest there, Lee Bear. But there we go. That is the Investigator game finished. I was the winner. What a jolly good fun day playing in my Funland with some of my friends. We have, though, just about run out of time in this episode here. But in my next episode, I'm going to be beginning building one of the tallest things I have ever built in my lovely world. And I can't wait for you all to see what it is. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!